type of contamination we want to remove first is really going to depend on the application. In applications that use servo valves or other high precision mechanical devices, contamination is going to present a much more serious challenge to the operation of that device. So in that application, we are going to want to look at things like the water and the acid. And water and acid in some lubricant applications, like EHC or even other synthetic fluids, they're very susceptible to water, which is going to generate acid. And the more acid you have, the faster the rate of fluid breakdown occurs. So getting that water and acid under control as quickly as possible would be your first priority. Then you'd want to look at metals. Metals are also a catalyst. So by removing the catalyst, we're going to get the fluid back to a stable operating condition. And then we can deal with varnish, we can deal with particulate, we can deal with submicron particulate, depending on what the values are. Again, we'd probably first look at our in-service specifications and see which properties are most out of spec, and also use that to provide some guidance on priorities. In the mineral oil applications, like gas or steam turbines, water is always a big issue when present. Water can remove or wash out some of the additives in these systems, so you want to be ideally at 50 ppm on the water side. These fluids are much more stable. You're not going to find high levels of acids in them normally, so you're not going to be addressing acid first. Particulate, again, am I dealing with a journal bearing or a roller element bearing? Of course, in the latter, these bearings are much more sensitive to particulate, so you want to prioritize particulate removal in that application. The submicron particulate, a journal bearing application is not something you're going to see too often, at least at a high level. And that's going to be more related to hydraulic systems. And again, you kind of go through these step by step to understand what the priorities are. Understanding which form your contamination is in, and is it a solid or is it a dissolved, is key to understanding the approaches you need moving forward for the maintenance of these fluids. The EPT Fluid Technical Center offers comprehensive testing which will clearly identify the solid contamination from the dissolved contamination so that you know you can then put in place the correct tool to address that.